I'm going to show you how to do a whip stitch that can be used to finish the edge of your cross stitch bookmark. You can do this with 2, 3, or 4 strands of floss. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using 3 strands. For this stitch, you'll actually want to start at the middle of a side so you can easily conceal the tail, and you'll finish at a place where it's easy to tie off. First, you want to pull the needle from the back to the front and pull through so that you have a tail on the back that is around 1/2 inch to 1 inch long. You're going to gently lay the floss against the back so you can stitch over it more easily. Now to start the stitch, you're going to want to come from the back, making sure the tail is getting covered by the stitch. And then you're going to want to pull it taut. And then again, you're going to start by pushing the needle from the back to the front, and you're going to be creating an angled stitch. You're going to repeat this, pushing the needle from the back to the front. And don't worry if you have any wispies, you can trim those later. So continue to stitch back to front. You can see using 3 strands can require a little bit of extra work, but the better coverage will be worthwhile. And just continue to stitch, tucking the tail in as needed. And then when you get to the corner, ideally you're going to want to do 3 stitches for maximum coverage. But as you can see with 3 strands, it can be a tight fit sometimes. You might also need to guide the floss so that it sits on the corner, on both sides of the corner and in the middle. Just a little gentle nudging. This takes a little bit of extra work when you use more strands. But it does provide nice coverage. So you're just going to keep stitching until you're ready. And when you are finished and ready to tie off, it's going to be very similar to the rest of the bookmark. You're just going to flip it over and you're going to tie it off into some of the stitches in the back. I don't recommend doing into the border because it might get loose that way. And sometimes I use like the back of my nail for a little bit of extra leverage to get it through because, like I said, with 3 strands, it can be a little tight. Then you're just going to snip that off and then you're done. And you can check your work and see if there's any wispies from the tail or anywhere else that you need to trim. But otherwise, you are all set.